Hey there. Today I'm going to talk about what I'm really meaning when I say the word lead or leadership. I'm just going to hit the highlights of the word leading, and I'm talking about good leadership. Of course, people lead in the wrong direction all the time. There are bad leaders, and that gives way to abuse and tyranny. But I'm talking today about good leadership. And the acronym that I'm going to be using for it, the initialisms, leading, first of all, the L would be standing for love, that you are being unselfish and you have a servant's heart in your leadership. You're looking for the good of everyone, not just yourself. It's not about self-promotion, and it's not only about your own personal recognition or your own personal gain. This is something that you're looking at for the good of everyone, how you can bring more good to those who you're leading, whether that's your organization, your club, your family, your children, maybe it's a classroom. You have influence, and not everyone with position is going to be a good leader, and not everyone who is leading is in position. They don't all have a title or a designation. So the first L there, leading, is love. The second, I would say, E, is for encourage, that you're encouraging those beneath you, and you're bringing them into a place where they have the morale and the hope and the courage to face challenges and to problem solve. The A there, I would like to say, is advancing others. A leader doesn't just step on others. A good leader does not step on others. A good leader pulls others up with him into a higher realm of success, into a higher realm of actualization, where they become the best that they can. They meet their potential. And so building other people and giving them tools and training and practice and advancing them is important as a good leader. I would also say that along with that, to defend. Now, this gets kind of fuzzy, but you're not excusing anyone's bad behavior. You are holding everyone accountable, and that accountability is very important. It goes both ways. If you're in middle management, your job is to provide a voice for those up beneath you, and to provide a good image and help direct the goals of those above you. Whenever you are in a family situation, you're supposed to defend each member equally in regards to their respect and their personhood and the things that they need. And so it's not about playing favorites. It's not about, throwing people under the bus and allowing others to be manipulative and, don't become someone's bully club. Don't allow yourself to beat on someone else or be harsh on someone else in order to be the tool of another person's aims and goals. This really is about mutual respect and communication, cooperation, and it goes right back to the very idea of respect, that you're earning that respect. You're earning your position, your place is to earn respect. You get respect by giving respect and making sure that all people in your group are being respected. You're defending their human rights. You're defending their interests equally. So there's a certain amount of objectivity and upholding of the rule. And the rule is above your feelings and your individual relationships that you might have. It's normal for people who are very close to someone and see their point of view, or maybe have their personality, to see how behavior could be manifested, whether that's good or bad. But applying the rule very carefully and judiciously to each person avoids favoritism, and it avoids any kind of, like I said, allowing yourself to be manipulated by other interests and other people. So moving on to I, a good leader is innovative. A good leader is going to look at problem solving. A good leader is going to come in and say, hey, I have an issue here. How am I going to tackle this? I need to be on the front line. I need to be proactive. I need to be the person who's looking ahead, and I need to be part of a solution. And then the letter N, I would say, this goes into nurture. And I talked about it, just a little bit about advancing, but people are whole people. You want to meet physical needs, you want to meet emotional needs, you want to meet intellectual needs, you want to meet all of the needs that the person has. And as you're respecting them, it's good to nurture and find ways to bring out their skills, to bring out their abilities, and to help them grow physically, mentally, emotionally, especially when we're talking about kids. But this doesn't just apply to kids. This is anyone that you're trying to lead. And then lastly, leading, the G is get out in front, be the point man or woman, be the person that goes out and says, follow me. Let me be the example. I'll do the hard stuff. I'll break the trail. I'll go uphill. I'll take on the onslaught. I'll take the responsibility for failure. I'll own my role as a leader to take on the bulk of the responsibility of any bad situation or any crisis. But also getting out in front, that includes doing your research. That includes just looking into things and growing yourself, growing your own abilities, growing your own leadership skills. And every person, I believe, can become a leader. Everybody, I think, has what it takes to do what is right and to hold to their values and to be unselfish and to not compromise their truth. And so whenever we come to leading, and I mentioned leading, I want you to think of these three or all of this leading acronym here. The initialism is to lead with a servant's heart, and it's about goodwill, and it's about really becoming the best you can be and helping others become the best they can be. And so as I move forward and I talk about leading, I hope that you keep this in mind. Thank you so much. And if you would just share, give this to somebody who you know who is in a place of leadership or who is striving to be a leader or someone you think would be a great leader. And so until next time, I hope you get real.